Dawg Money by the podcast. Take one. Action. The homie over here looking like he's straight out of Chicago or he's straight out of a movie like he about to run up on a nigga.
Oh God, I feel like he gonna rob us when he does that.
Like he finna rob us mid-show.
That
It's
nigga-
Dawg Money by the pot. Whoa, player.
That nigga named Drew Sheisty.
Whoa.
Drew Sheisty.
Drew Sheisty. Give me all you got.
Put the money in the bag.
Put the money in the bag.
Stick 'em up.
Give me all you got now.
Got right on his head. Hey,
man.
wait, stop recording real quick.
What episode is this, bro? We just gonna start right there. We just gonna start right there.
Yeah, pause that.
Oh man.
What's that you listening to? Hey, that's Dawg Money by the podcast on the iPhone or the iPad. Swear it got me in my zone. Please leave me alone so I can catch up on my flight back. Takes 18, no plan B. Get it tuned in, understand me. Talking parlays, hitting sweet in the parfait. Getting bread like a pear tree. They can't be, but they did it. I know some haters that still won't admit it. Boys, they so crazy they might get committed. They talk a little different, not trying to be distant, but ain't no way you come close. You say less, you be doing the most. You can sink or swim or hop in the boat, but you better not touch that remote. Cause that's all money. Get short, get tall money. Big plaques, that's wild money. Big facts, you should call that back. Cause what y'all call money is not at all money.
Dawg Money.
2 men, 2 mic, 2 laptops. Too much you say, 2 lash out. Big boy then bought that cash out like cash cow.
Dawg Money.
Gotta keep it a buck. Ain't nowhere else we can go here but up. A win is a win and we do it again and again.
Drew Sheisty, we rolling?
I gotta find something to throw 50 cents on.
We rolling?
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Dawg Money podcast, everybody. This is episode 19 of season 2. I'm sitting here with my boy Big Chubbs. We got man Drew Sheisty on the 1 and 2s. What it do, man?
Man. Bless, great week. I'll say that.
Yeah, because you was out here getting paid.
Paid. Like I told you when we was on the show, I told you I was going to create me a crazy, nice teaser. Mm-hmm. I did that.
And you hit that thing, too.
And I hit that. Mm-hmm. I also created a regular parlay. I did that too. Mm-hmm. And hit that too.
Yes, sir.
And been on a roll since, rolling it over into the NBA.
Yes, sir.
So we're going to go pull out some of that money and stash. All
right, you lost me.
Nah, bro. Good weekend, man. I'm looking forward to this weekend. When the show air, I'll be able to play FanDuel.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be in the booth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm about to go ahead and get some action in.
Yeah, I'm definitely sending my plays. So reply when I text you.
Okay, I will. just get me when I'm not inebriated. Big word.
Yeah.
Boom, boom.
That's the word of the week.
Boom, 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 boom. You know, gotta have one of the week. One of the week. One of the week. How was your weekend, brother?
Well, I didn't hit no major parlay. I just cashed in on Michigan minus 4.5.
Oh, I did that too.
Technically, I caught him at 5.5 because I was a day late.
I actually took him on mine, a straight play at minus 6.5.
Yeah.
I alternate spread it up.
Also bet a coworker $200. Ohio State fan. Easy money. Easy money.
Give me that money.
You feel me? Yes, sir.
Outside of that, man, I mean, it's been a great weekend. Looking forward to another great weekend. Thank y'all early for tuning in. If you're not on the Patreon is still going up. We're getting into playoff football, so now you get a little bit more focused football play from players. So you know who's your go-tos on the field. And that's what we're going to be looking to attack in the Patreon. If you're not a part of the Patreon and you want more picks than what we give on the show, hit the link. Hit the link in the bio or right there. And let's get it going. But outside of that, we want to roll over into our NCAA football talk. So this is, unfortunately, the final, for this football season. the final talk of NCAA. I'm kind of sad about it, man.
You should be.
I can't smell that grass.
We don't give a piss about nothing but the tide.
I can't smell that grass no more, man. It's winter out here, man. It's winter.
And your
it's
coach
not fall.
leaving.
And my coach leaving, but I don't know what's about to happen right now. I'm gonna be honest with you.
You can just take your talents to Colorado.
I mean,
are your players going there?
you know, we already honorary Buff fans anyway.
Oh yeah.
But we'll stay there before we get into the full life wrap up. If you haven't known, or if you just tuning in, if you're a college football fan, as a whole, love to bet, whatever. Nick Saban decided to retire. Today is Wednesday while we're recording.
A few hours
ago.
Decided
to retire a few hours ago.
I think
17 years at Alabama. 17 years. He's a 7-time champion.
Mm-hmm.
1 with LSU, 6 with Bama. And his current record is 5th all time, 90 as far as overall wins, regardless of what school. 297 to 71 and 1. That was his record. So killing it. I want to say that's like 70.
You know where the 1 came
7
from?
I don't know. I got to look it up.
Yeah, we got to find
We
that.
definitely got to find that one. It might have been one of the.
Or maybe
could have
the
been
other schools.
LSU.
Now, this is just his record as a head coach.
As a head coach. And then also as a head coach, he has the record for getting the most first-round draft picks drafted, and that's 49. And the second closest was Paterno.
That makes sense.
With 33.
Because he coached until he was 90.
That boy coached until he was 100. He was out there. Come on, man.
Stop.
Come on, man.
Hey, but that was linebacker university.
Come on. Hey.
Some great linebackers came out of there. Some good running backs.
Penn State as a whole had a lot of great players coming out of there during that era. So because we're talking about Saban, where would you rank him? Paterno, regardless of what sanctions they had and took away wins, we know what the wins are. It's going to be some books and stuff out there with the wins still, just like Reggie Bush's information is still out there.
Still because it happened.
Yeah, because it happened. But where would you rank Nick Saban as a college football coach?
I think Nick Saban, in my lifetime, Nick Saban is all time.
Yeah.
He's the best.
The GOAT.
I'm not calling him the GOAT.
Like, of our generation, or what you've seen?
He's the best in my lifetime.
Your lifetime? Okay. Yeah. So.
He's been consistent, though, if I can just elaborate a little bit.
Yeah.
Every year he's been at Alabama, top 5. This was his worst year, possibly.
Since he got there.
And still made it to the playoffs. 6 championships at Alabama, 1 at LSU. Yeah, the boy was a dog. Yeah, he was a dog. He was a dog at recruiting.
Yes.
Granted, the name
Always
Alabama
had a top
does
5.
The name Alabama does a lot of your recruiting for you.
Yeah,
but
at
still,
this point, he had to build that.
He's a good manager of men, man. He was a great coach, and a lot of people have been learning from him. And you can see like Kirby. What are the other coaches that came from under his umbrella?
You know what? I would want to pull that up because let's see.
Lane Kiffin,
yeah.
So it's been a lot of coaches that come from his umbrella and also have success in their own right. Now let's see like which of them start winning championships. Now he gone.
I mean, you got
Kirby already
doing what he need to do.
Dabo didn't come under that umbrella.
Pause.
Actually,
I think.
Oh, that was insane. That was insane.
Hey. You had to throw a flag on yourself.
Wow.
Hey, that was kind of crazy now that I play that back in my head.
That was wild.
That was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
No, so you got Jimbo Fisher. Jimbo. He got a ring, though.
Yeah, Jimbo is Jimbo.
Jimbo.
You know you a good coach when you got a nickname.
Jimbo.
Jimbo.
Kirby Smart. Will Muschamp, he was decent when he was, decent. Jeremy Pruitt, forgot about that guy. He was decent at Tennessee. He's going to have a fight back to get his career back going. Mark D'Antonio, forgot about him.
I forgot about that.
Forgot about Mark D'Antonio. Lane Kiffin.
Yeah, Lane.
You got Derek Dooley, that's Mizzou's coach. Let's see. Who else? Jim McElwain.
Doesn't ring a bell.
He was Florida's coach for a while. He was
before the championships.
That was actually during the championships.
Oh, word?
Yeah, with Tebow.
With Tebow now?
Yeah. No, actually, no. This was after. I'll take that back. My bad. This is well after.
In their dark days.
Yeah. You got
Doesn't
Bobby.
ring a bell.
You got Bobby.
Sorry.
Bobby Williams. You have Mel Tucker. Steve Sarkisian. Butch Jones.
Sarkeesian.
Bill Napier. Mario Cristobal. You got Mike Loxley.
All that to say is he
dog.
He built him up. So
Jason Garrett.
For real?
Yeah, Dan Quinn.
That's crazy.
Yeah. This list is kind of like impressive as I'm like rolling down this list.
Because once that list got going, these coaches are NFL coaches.
Yeah. It's like, wow. Like it's really interesting to see how long he's been coaching. 72. He's 72. So he had to been coaching like as a grad assistant or something like that. Mm-hmm. So this is all he knew. Like that's a long life of football.
Long life of football.
That's a long life of football, bro. Long life of football. And I want to say he played as well. So
nobody's ever talked about him as a player, but like if you coaching this well,
yeah, you got to know something.
You got to
know something. But you know, off of that, as far as a deep dive into his coaching career, like you said, I definitely would say he's up there when it comes to being the best head coaches in college football ever. You know what I mean?
Has to be.
He's definitely top 2. I don't know who you're gonna put in front of him.
Who's your top 3? Three.
Nick Saban. I feel like Nick Saban is one for me. Pete Carroll.
Yeah, I can't deny that.
Pete Carroll.
He did some amazing stuff with USC.
Them USC days was electric, like crazy. Can I leave it at 2?
No, you can't.
Okay, I'm gonna say Urban Meyer.
I was gonna say Urban Meyer.
I mean, there was a lot of craziness
I forget the
going
coaches at Miami in 2001.
That coach.
I forget his name.
No. I take that back. Jimmy Johnson. Give me Jimmy.
Oh, Jimmy.
Give me Jimmy.
Okay, we weren't old enough to understand that, but all right.
Yeah, that's why I went with.
But we can't get away from those highlights.
Yeah, I mean,
we can't get away from that. I was gonna go with Nick Saban.
Okay.
Stoops.
Okay.
And the coach at Miami.
I forgot about Stoops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But Urban Meyer. What was the coach at Ohio State before?
Jim Tressel.
Yes, Jim Tressel was a coach.
Jim Tressel was a really good coach,
and he was clean.
Man, hey, Jim Tressel, man.
Yeah, Jim Tressel
that fool always had that that cardigan like cut sleeves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hey, that's wild. Like you don't have football like that no more.
Yeah, man.
Like I kind of miss them days of football. That was well before we could bet. Well before we could bet. I want to say we were still in school, high school type stuff, middle school. But congratulations to Nick Saban on retiring. I mean, that's
one hell of a career.
That's a crazy great career.
I'll drink
right
to
there.
that.
Definitely drink to that water for me today. I'm trying to save my liver for the weekend.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Just answer the phone when I hit you.
Now, as we're doing the NCAA wrap up. Coach Prime, we will be remiss, another big word, to say.
That's not the word of the week.
That ain't the word of the week, though. We'll be remiss to not bring him up.
Drew Stacey with the funnies.
Come on, man. You got to keep me focused, man. What you... Oh, man. But where was I? We'll be remiss to say, basically, to not mention him about the college football wrap-up. He started the season, he started the off-season with so many haters.
Yeah.
One of them being Pittsburgh's head coach. I won't even. You see, he ain't nothing been said about that fool.
Oh, Cowher?
For Pittsburgh.
Yeah, the old coach though.
Pittsburgh College.
I thought you meant the old Pittsburgh.
No,
Steelers
not
coach.
the Steelers coach.
But Bill Cowher was hating on him too.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I got to go back and look at that.
I'll send it to you.
Maybe it's a Pittsburgh thing, I guess.
Possibly.
But he started the offseason. And in that offseason, you was ready for football. Again, off top. Once he got to Colorado, you was literally within weeks ready for this football season. What he did took football viewership to another level.
Yeah.
As a whole this year. You know what I mean? Starting with the win at TCU.
No, you remember, I think we brought it up on another episode. I can't remember the numbers off the top of my head. But the average ticket sales, the average ticket sales for like nosebleed seats at a Colorado game was like almost $200 more expensive than the average seats for a nosebleed in Arrowhead Stadium.
Wow.
Where the Chiefs play. The reigning Super Bowl champions.
Wow.
College football is crazy, dog.
Man.
And the things that Colorado did for that community is amazing.
Yeah.
As far as their economic, financial status, like they really got that town moving again.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
dope.
So I mean,
It's dope that
win.
the hype around one man can really do that.
And for the people that don't understand how football, like it's, although the hype train was going and everybody was like, you got to win. As football purists, if you say, like, bro, you win 4 games with the squad that was never playing together. Like, you went and got a brand new squad. Kept some of the old, very few, but brought in dogs from everywhere else and said, let's play. If you understand the gravity of football, you got to understand that I need off seasons together, a full off season, maybe 2. Once you get that groove, and you get the, you know what I mean? It's all about bonding when it comes to
what they're doing is they're changing the whole dynamic of Colorado football.
Yeah.
So what we knew before ain't gonna be what we see tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So
as far as personnel, as far as coaching staff, uniforms, looks, visuals, audio, anything that we see coming out of that program is gonna be totally different than what we ever saw.
And what he's done since his Jackson State days, and that might be why a lot of the coaches hate on him, is because he influenced a lot of change. He embraced social media. He embraced the youth. He embraced kids getting paid. You know what I mean? So all of this stuff that's changing, it's too much for a lot of people. They used to that old guard mentality. So because of that,
that's what Nick Saban said. I'm tired of this.
That's why Nick Saban said, I'm gone, bro. Y'all ain't paying these.
But like, I wouldn't put that all on his reason for retiring. But you got to think about like Dabo Swinney already came out and admitted like, yo, this is like kind of killing us.
Yeah, because Dabo don't use the transfer portal.
He didn't.
Now he will.
He's going to have to.
He has to.
For him to remain head coach of this top ACC school. Yeah, you're going to have to hop in that portal and get busy.
You better learn, my brother.
Figure it out.
Real quick.
You gotta adjust. You gotta be able to adapt because the world is changing every single day.
Every single day.
And like we still trying to figure out this NIL and transfer portal situation.
Yep. So I mean, even on our end, we still looking inside out, but you still looking like, all right, how is this affecting and how will this affect? I mean,
speaking of, they already got the dogs that they need in Colorado already,
man, and
more coming. Pause.
And it's like, as far as football as a whole, I would say they need to figure out how to regulate it a little bit of what's going on, just so that way it's not like the rich are getting richer in a sense. You know what I mean?
I think there's no way to avoid that.
Yeah, it's really no way.
There's no way to avoid
However, I do want to see some kind of competitive football, even at the lower levels, like outside of your top dogs, Alabama.
Well, we started to see it with UNLV.
Yeah, and you see what happened with the quarterback.
The Mountain West was a good conference to watch this year.
And you know where the quarterback is going, right?
That nigga going to Georgia.
Georgia.
That's crazy.
As a freshman.
That is crazy.
I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. When I seen that on the app, like
you didn't know how to feel.
I was like, I'm kind of mad.
Didn't know how to feel. Did you feel happy for him?
I was like, I'm happy he getting the opportunity to go to a bigger school because that's where the eyes is gonna be at.
But just to know that this talent, this SEC talent was here.
Yes.
That's eye opening for somebody. Like, oh well, okay, I can still get noticed. Even if I just go to UNLV, play a year, somebody will see me and say, hey man, come over here and play at Alabama. Come over here and play at Georgia.
I think because you say that, it's a lot of kids. I think what makes it to where as a teenager that you're making a choice to go to a school over another school. I think it has a lot to do with your aspirations to be
Seen,
yeah, to get that fame, to get the opportunity to be a big dog. You know what I mean? Because you can go anywhere and really get
what's
paid.
Boy, he won the Heisman. Jaden Daniels?
Yeah, he was at ASU. When they were doing,
hopped in the portal, went to LSU. Heisman.
Blew up.
Heisman.
Blew up. Blew up. And, you were somewhat talking about him at ASU, but, so I would say, embracing the new coming of age football, it's a little tougher when it comes to betting because now you don't have the same teams, but you got to kind of follow the Nuggets, if you will, because
in a sense, that's kind of what I wanted to say for the next topic.
Really?
Yeah. No, go ahead and finish though.
Yeah, but that was it, bro. Oh, congratulations to Michigan. That's how we really should have started it. But
we'll get there. Let's finish this
congratulations
NIL and transfer portal conversation.
You want to keep talking about that?
Yeah, let's finish that real quick.
I've said what I had to say on that end.
I was just going to say, because you were going to ask me my thoughts on it.
Yeah.
Again, I still don't understand it exactly, enough to explain it. But what I can say is it'll make it a lot more difficult for, teams to get familiar with each other.
Yes.
As far as, this freshman quarterback, he came in. He's probably not going to play his freshman year. Let's
play a little bit.
him. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to see a lot of kids that's going to stay at their school for 4 years.
Yeah, you're not.
It's going to be like how basketball is with the one and dones.
Yeah.
That's why you don't see a lot of repeats in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
And we're going to see it's going to be a change of climate in college football. I'm kind of excited about it, looking forward to it. I feel bad for who it burns, but at the end of the day, you still have to adjust.
Yeah, you got to adjust.
You got to adjust.
And if you don't adjust, you're just going to get left behind.
Lost
you know what
in
I mean?
the sauce.
You're going to get left behind. But, outside of that, congratulations to Michigan.
Yes.
Wolverines.
Yes.
Thank you for covering.
Thank you for covering that
for
spread.
us. I really wanted to take it more. It was something in me, I was about to hit alternate spread -20 right before the game started. And it was at plus 1,000 or something like that. And I was like, man, I should throw a little bit. I was like, nah, I ain't going to be crazy. So I just put what I had on it. And
now,
just
if you would have hopped in the chat and said that I like this, I know you would have put some money on it.
Yeah.
I know you, nigga.
You see, look.
I was just, it's funny, bro. It's funny. I was going through and watching our old reels today, and I watched that one reel 10 times because even since then, anytime you be like, man, I like this, I'm like, oh, this nigga got some money on it somewhere.
I got something.
Look, you got the actual book. You got FanDuel, Boyd, William Hill, Stations. On one of them apps or at the sportsbook, you got some money sitting there somewhere. You probably got something active right now while we talking.
Oh, I got a few things. Look, I got a few things active. My one of my bosses at work, he was like, right?
Watch out, Drew Sheisty.
Come on, man. I ain't got nothing for you, man. Come on, man. Come on.
Stick 'em
I
up.
left my wallet where it needed to be. Nah, but I definitely got something in.
Yeah.
You see, I was because I just hit a ticket while I was waiting. I put a little in play in. And then when we started the episode, I was like, man, I got 50 cents left over that I don't want to play, that I don't want to have in my account. I was like, can I play this 50 cent? So I'm about to look for something.
Which app?
I'm bored.
Can you do 50 cent bets on there?
Yeah, you can do it in play.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna find something.
Nah, save it for something. Like save it for later, bro.
No, sir. I'm gonna find something.
When there's a lot of games on, that way you can just put in something crazy for 50 cents. And if it hit, it hit. If not, it's 50 cents.
You right.
Remember them boys? They I think it was like a group of 3 of them. They all put in the same parlay for 50 cents. Each of them made like $250K because it hit.
Boy, I need one of those.
I need friends like that.
We right here, dog.
No, you don't never want to tell my parlay.
Man,
You just be in the chat like, oh yeah, I like that.
I do be telling you parlay sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes, not all the time, but that's it. If you say, "Hey, let's tell," all right, for sure.
I say it every Sunday.
But sometimes I'll be disagreeing. But
I won't say a word. Which is crazy.
Because I don't want I don't want to sway your pick.
No, bro. If you don't like it, I need to know.
Yeah, you right.
Because I'm quick to tell y'all I don't like something on y'all ticket if I don't like it.
I've told you a couple of times. Like, nah, that
and I didn't bet it, and it saved my life.
You know what? I'm gonna do better.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do better.
That's what I'm praying for.
2024.
I need my friends to be real friends in 2024.
I'm gonna do better. I'm gonna do better. But outside of that, I'm looking forward to the next football season, the college football. I kind of already have my eye on Boise State. Just before we get up out of here, they got in the transfer portal USC's backup like that. He was a freshman this year.
Backup QB?
Yeah, they got him, and he was I want to say a top 5 prospect at quarterback. Boise State got him from USC.
Quick.
In the transfer portal. So, and they have a lot of returning guys.
See, my boy left. He went to Oregon, which actually might be a good fit for him, which is crazy.
Yeah, it will.
Because the offensive style kind of fits his skill set.
You know what? That's what I do want to ask before we hop out of college football talk. With that type of move, I wanted to ask this last week, but with that type of move, where you have quarterbacks like Bo Nix, who plays at one school, goes to another school, probably in their 5th year, and they graduate, and then they go play at another school. Do you feel like, as a quarterback, I don't feel like any other position, but the quarterback specifically, do you feel like that negatively impacts that quarterback, or maybe you won't know until this year?
Yeah, because Bo Nix, our age, his ass should be in the league. I think in a sense it kind of does, because we're looking at most quarterbacks when they're getting into the draft. Ages vary from like 21 to about 22, 23, typically.
Yeah.
There's a few oddballs like Weaver. He was 30 when he got drafted or something like that. He was
28
close to
or something like
yeah,
that.
28.
I think. Man.
Bo Nix is, how old is he? He almost 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's 24.
You think? All right. Well, I'll look. Or yeah, look it up while I'm talking.
Yeah.
If you don't mind. Either way, he's older than the average college quarterback because he's been in college for 6 years.
23. He'll be 24.
He's 23.
Yeah, he'll be 24 next year.
But what was I saying? I say all that to say, I guess it can kind of hurt you, but it can help some. It just depends on how you play the cards that you dealt.
I think we really gonna see.
I don't think it hurt Bo Nix.
Yeah, I think we really gonna see
don't
this
think
year and see how he is, because your guy.
Do
Dylan,
you think he pro ready?
I think he can get in and
Not get drafted. Is he pro ready? It's a lot of teams that need a quarterback.
What we talking about?
It's
Pro
a lot of
ready.
teams
Like,
that
what's
need a
my expectations?
There's a lot of teams that need a quarterback right now. If one of them teams draft him, you think he's ready to just get out there and go?
What are we expecting from him to do with this team?
Win. What do you expect?
Like how many games we talking?
At least get to the playoffs.
Nah. Pro ready like that? No.
Did we say we didn't think CJ was? Look at CJ now.
No, you know what? I won't even say that we didn't think that CJ was.
I think we thought CJ was the most pro ready though.
Yes, and what we question, really, which is what a lot of people question, is CJ coming from Ohio State. Just because Ohio State has produced a lot of great college football quarterbacks
that has turned into wide receivers or disappeared.
That have disappeared as a
most of
NFL.
them are Heisman winners.
Yes.
I think one of the coldest ones was Troy Brown. I think he was one of my favorite college quarterbacks at one point.
And he was like 5'10", bro.
Yeah, he was small, but he can throw that thing.
You thought about it and you started to find another word.
I didn't want to curse, but he was a great quarterback. Went to Baltimore, and then that was it.
Yeah.
He just went.
It's like you had Cardale Jones who went too early.
TP was a nice wide receiver for the Raiders.
The other one that was backing up, what was it? Garrett?
Jason Garrett.
Garrett, right? But like you had a lot of good quarterbacks.
Jason Garrett.
Not Jason Garrett, but it's something.
But
Garrett.
we talking about the same dude.
Yes. Or Barrett.
Yes.
Barrett.
Number 16.
Yes. But you really question Ohio State as a quarterback university. So C.J. Stroud probably making them over there like, thank you.
Right.
And now younger quarterbacks is going to be like, I'm going to go to Ohio State, which might not be a bad spot depending on how they how they recruiting this year. Mm-hmm. So, their guys going in the transfer portal too. So we'll see. I'm excited. I'm excited about next year.
I'm always excited about college football.
Man, and we got 8 months, bro.
It's like the happiest time of the year for me.
Same. Smell that grass.
Birthday month.
Summer.
So the sun dresses us out. I love August, man. I love August. I love September.
Man, but
folks be like, "What's your favorite time of the year?" Fall,
for sure, absolutely, fall ball. That was a wrap on our NCAA. We're gonna roll over into NFL. So with the NFL, of course, we want to go over really quick the odds for MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, and Coach of the Year. I'm not going to go through all 5 options. I just want to give out the top 2 at each position, maybe top 3, depending on. But if we want to start off, we'll start off with MVP odds. Right now, Lamar Jackson is sitting there with the minus 10,000 for the MVP. Minus 10,000.
And he can still lose.
Yes. The closest up, Dak Prescott plus 1,800. Might be something worth throwing a little something on. $10.
Yeah. For dog money?
Yeah. You throw $10 on that just because.
Go ahead, get that.
And if he mess around and win it, you talking about $180.
Give me that.
So, yeah, because if you betting on Lamar, you ain't taking nothing home.
It's like betting on Mayweather.
That's like when we hear them, hey, go throw up $1 million to win $1 million and $1,100,000.
Somebody did that and lost.
Lost,
bro.
That's a foolish bet off top. You shouldn't be betting at all. And that's the MVP odds. As far as Offensive Player of the Year, you have Christian McCaffrey at minus 375. You have Tyreek Hill is the next at plus 275. And then the third closest is CeeDee Lamb at plus 1,500. Outside of that, we'll roll over to NFL. Defensive Player of the Year, Myles Garrett at minus 200. Micah Parsons at plus 300. And third closest, TJ Watt at plus 400. In the Rookie of the Year, you have CJ Stroud at minus 1,000. Puka Nacua at plus 450. Mm-hmm. And then the next closest would be Zay Flowers and Sam Laporta, both at plus 15,000.
Plus 15,000?
Yeah. So don't touch it.
Yeah, don't
touch it. NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Sam Laporta had one hell of a year, though.
Yes, he did. Too bad he got hurt, but yes, he did.
He got hurt.
NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year odds. Jalen Carter, Eagles, defensive tackle.
Defensive Rookie of the Year, you said?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Minus 225. Will Anderson, plus 225. And then Kobe Turner, plus 600. The NFL Comeback Player of the Year, DeMar Hamlin, minus 300. Joe Flacco, plus 200. Next closest is Baker Mayfield at plus 1,500. And then you have Coach of the Year odds. Browns coach, Kevin Stefanski.
Stefanski. I was waiting.
Stefanski.
Stefanski.
He was like, this nigga about to say his name wrong. Let me help my boy.
That's why I put my cup down.
Minus 1,000. You got D'Amico Ryans plus 1,000. And then you got Shane Steichen at plus 1,000. And then Dan Campbell at plus 1,000.
Shane Steichen, where is he at?
Shane Steichen. You know what? That's a great question because I don't even know which team Shane Steichen coaches.
He definitely not winning.
The Eagles. He ain't winning.
Definitely not.
Yeah, he ain't winning. He ain't winning that.
Eagles probably won't see another win until fall.
Man, who we're gonna start really quick. We want to roll really quickly. Who would you take for MVP? Who do you see?
I'm gonna keep it.
I feel like it's only them two.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I was feeling Lamar Jackson. Pause. I was thinking Lamar Jackson earlier. I'm looking at numbers now. Just kind of looking at how important each of them is to their team.
Mm-hmm.
I would have to say Dak Prescott, and that's not a biased opinion. That's just going off stats.
Mm-hmm.
Just like how the team surrounds him,
Right.
how they support him, how he supports the team, and what he's really doing out there, especially after the year that he had last year.
Right. Okay. I can say that.
I would have to say Dak. However, if Dak doesn't win MVP and Lamar Jackson wins, cool.
Yeah,
because he deserved it too.
Absolutely.
Boy, balling out there. But
that's a good category.
I pulled up the numbers. If you got a couple minutes.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's see. I should have had it ready.
No, you good. I want to hear them numbers.
We're going to share these numbers so those who's watching on the airways of YouTube, you can see what I'm looking at as well. So the first number I'm going to read out is going to be for Lamar Jackson. Mm-hmm. The second number I'm going to read out is going to be for Dak Prescott.
Okay.
And you can take these numbers and do what you want with them.
Right.
All right, so for games played, 16 and 17.
Okay.
Passer rating, 102.7 to 105.9.
Okay.
The touchdown to turnover ratio, 29 and 13 to 38 and 11.
Okay.
The completion percentage is 67.18 versus 69.4. Total yards, rushing and passing, 4,499, 4,758. Total touchdowns, 29 and 38.
Okay.
So if you're just going by the numbers, Dak is the winner off top.
By the numbers.
Yeah,
by the numbers.
However, this isn't a statistical number. This is the most valuable person in the NFL.
Yes. So if we're talking about most valuable player in the NFL, which one of those two would you say?
Dak Prescott.
Okay.
I think that a lot of the success is really based upon the defense in Baltimore, and that's why they are where they are. Number one in the NFL, number one seed in the AFC.
Okay. Now, my argument to that would be Lamar Jackson.
But I'm not arguing with you.
No.
Go ahead.
Like, not argue-wise, but...
Because whatever you say, I agree.
Like, yeah, it's like... And that's just... I guess you'll say... What is it? Devil's advocate. Lamar Jackson. Or, I'm sorry, you said Dak Prescott, right? Mm-hmm. Lamar Jackson, I would say, okay, Dak Prescott. You have guys on your side that help you out. Got a top defense. Pretty much the same conversation. The same.
Been giving up the panties.
The same. They have lately.
We gave up 42 to the Niners.
They have lately. Yes, but you know what I mean. It's almost the same kind of conversation. So I feel like it's really going to come down to wow factor, kind of like Heisman.
Yeah.
What games did you win that was important? And I think them beating the 49ers kind of sealed that deal.
That sealed the deal for a lot of people.
And how he balled out.
For a second, that sealed the deal for me.
No, it sealed the deal for me.
But then you go back and you look at numbers, I'm like, okay, I don't know.
Man,
I can say is if the winner of the MVP isn't one of these two, it better be Christian McCaffrey.
It better be.
Or I'm not watching
Christian
no more
McCaffrey.
Football.
It only better be Christian McCaffrey at that point. Because outside of them.
Because if it's not one of these two, it better be Christian McCaffrey or CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, because they both balled out. Now, Offensive Player of the Year.
Can I ask one more question?
Yep.
Did you expect CeeDee Lamb to be as good as he's been this year?
This year, no. Honestly, we've been on record saying that we felt like he wasn't the true one, right? Like one wide receiver.
I can't say that no more.
Can't say that no more. Honestly, he showed me this year, like, they utilized him the way that he was supposed to.
They never utilized Amari Cooper this way.
Never. Had him running out slots, running the ball. Like, it was just a different type of, like, skill set.
Yeah.
You know, that I guess he had to work with. And it was after this 49ers game, he went and said, yo, y'all got to get me this ball.
Yeah.
And ever since,
I still miss Amari Cooper.
Yes, I do.
But I think
Brandon Cooks he's come on at the end of the season.
He's a good addition.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's time to filter Michael Gallup up out of there.
Man.
Mike Evans going to be available. If you want a Mike wearing 13, go ahead and get him.
You want Mike up in there so bad.
I think pause. That's crazy.
Oh, that was crazy. That was crazy.
But yeah, I think that would be a great addition to our team next year. But we'll talk about that when
next
it's time
year.
to talk about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Offensive player of the year, real quick.
Let's be honest, bro. It has to be Christian McCaffrey.
Christian McCaffrey, that's it.
It has to be Christian McCaffrey.
That's all. And we'll keep going.
Or it can be the
Tyreek.
two. I would give it to Christian McCaffrey, Dak, or Lamar, or CD before I give it to Tyreek.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I'm taking CD off that list. But if he's on that list, I'm not tripping.
He's third on the list.
If he's on that list, I'm not tripping. Okay. But I'm not arguing with nobody if they disagree with that because I'm cool with whatever.
I feel like offensive player of the year would have to be
Christian McCaffrey.
Christian McCaffrey or Tyreek Hill if we're talking outside of the quarterback position. Defensive player of the year.
Myles Garrett.
Hands down.
A
lot of people have been saying TJ Watt, which I wouldn't say no because he's had just as much impact. But this year, Myles Garrett has been on a different level, bro.
Yeah, because of that pass rush that they have with him leading the way, they have the number one defense in the NFL.
Yep.
And
he don't have Clowney this year like he had
TJ Watt has been balling his ass off.
Yep.
They barely scraped over 500.
And that defense, it's Myles Garrett because his impact led to points. Like his impact led to shifts in games. His impact led to them winning games because of his direct impact.
Have you noticed they started to use him the way Cowboys use Michael Parsons?
Moving him around.
Yeah. That's
scary.
Have to. Bro, that's scary for any center and any guard.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because last year they wake up every day knowing I don't have to touch him.
Yeah, and
now I have to plan for him.
You too fast for me, sir.
Yeah, bro.
You're too fast.
So yeah, Myles Garrett would hands down be my defensive player of the year.
I would say the same. NFL Rookie of the Year.
It's gonna have to be CJ.
Okay. Why?
Do I need to pull up the numbers?
No numbers.
First off, let me just say CJ's taking his team to the playoffs.
Okay.
CJ put up crazy numbers.
Okay.
CJ put up the best, if I'm not mistaken, in the last 20 years, it's been the best touchdown to interception ratio for any quarterback. Period. I have to go back and confirm that, but those of y'all who are listening or those of y'all who are watching, if you think I'm lying, let me know in the comments, and then we'll talk about it.
Okay.
But yeah, because of that and the way his team rallies around him as a rookie.
Okay.
And he came into a great situation because he came into a solid tight end, a great offensive line, a good offensive line. Running game is straight, but that wide receiver core, he made them look amazing.
Yes.
Who the hell was Tank Bell?
A rookie.
Balling. Nico. Balling. Noah Brown was balling.
Dalton Schultz was getting in there too.
And I ain't even got to Dalton Schultz yet. Balling.
Singletary.
And he got his bonus last week.
Because he got that 5 catches.
Yeah, I bet on that too.
I did too.
I threw that on the parlay, so I made no money off of that.
I took that on the straight only.
Yeah,
only.
The only straight that I put in this weekend was Michigan.
Same.
I had to get everything else back in blood.
Yeah, I feel you.
Keno kicked my ass last month. Sportsbook kicked my ass last month. Christmas kicked my ass. Oh my gosh.
Smack.
Michigan made me even now.
Hey,
I'm even now.
That's how it got to be.
That's crazy how one game can just fix a whole month's worth of finances.
Yeah.
I love gambling on sports.
Sports investing sometimes. Well, how you do it, you just be like, yeah, let's just do it.
Hey, but when you see something that's going to come through, we call it a for show.
For sure.
And I just hated betting against Washington like that, but, that's a conversation for another podcast.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we passed that.
But what I will say is, if Puka Nacua was to win it, I wouldn't be mad either. Because
I would be upset.
Man, that kid...
He balled out. But
out.
the same thing Puka Nacua did as a wide receiver, so did CJ. He broke all the rookie quarterback records.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's why I said I wouldn't be mad because Puka Nacua, essentially, he doesn't have the same direct impact technically on the team that CJ has. CJ has the ball in his hand every single play and controls that, right? Puka Nacua can only do what he gonna do when he gets the ball in his hand.
Until Cooper Kupp came back, that was the only option that St. Louis had. Not St. Louis. Los Angeles had outside of Kyron Williams.
And then when
Kyron Williams got hurt, Puka Nacua was all he had.
But even when Kyron Williams was still good, Puka Nacua was Kupp came back. Puka Nacua was still getting the rock.
Kupp came back hurt still.
Yeah,
like
he did.
It took him 3 weeks to kind of get back in the
swing. He really should have waited a while.
He should have waited them 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I understand getting your conditioning in, but bro, you was hurt.
Yeah.
You cost folks some money.
Yes.
Folks was adding you in their fantasy leagues, and you was getting a catch.
One catch. Because you knew he was about to get at least 10 or 15 targets.
You can see after his first, he had one route. I forget what game it was, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. He ran a post corner to the end zone, and he limped the rest of the game from then on. I said, oh, yeah, he needs to sit down because he's not ready to come back.
Done.
That was the one catch game.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was done.
And I was so glad because I was during our fantasy league, it was me and whoever lost that week. Whoever was at the bottom man got kicked out.
That touchdown saved you, huh?
Them putting Cooper Kupp in their roster saved me. We're going to actually jump into that in a few moments. Let's finish the awards talk. Though.
Absolutely. Real quick, almost done with that. That's Defensive Rookie of the Year. Jalen Carter, Will Anderson, basically. Which one you taking?
You know what? I don't have a dog in that fight, and I really don't have an opinion.
I'm going to say Will Anderson.
Yeah. I can't say
Only reason, yeah.
But I'm not giving it to Jalen Carter.
Yeah, I'm going to say Will Anderson. Yeah. Not really going too deep into that, but Will Anderson. NFL Comeback Player of the Year odds. You have DeMar Hamlin at -300.
He's going to win it.
And then Joe Flacco at +200. I want to ask this question, and then we'll ask, actually, Coach of the Year, and then I'm going to go slide back to this question. Coach of the Year, Kevin Stefanski, D'Amico Ryans, Shane Steichen. Who you liking?
I like D'Amico Ryans, but if it went to Kevin Stefanski, I wouldn't trip.
Those are like a coin flip. Plus, D'Amico is at +1,000. Kevin is at -1,000. Kevin might get it, really. Honestly, I mean, D'Amico came and turned Texans around. However, the job that Kevin did with this Browns team,
that 49er win kind of solidified a little bit.
Yeah, and with them quarterbacks rotating in and out.
Yes,
I mean, you still winning.
Joe Flacco off the couch, bro.
You still winning, man. Now sliding back to that conversation because you said Joe Flacco, Comeback Player of the Year, DeMar Hamlin -300, Joe Flacco +200. What's your thoughts?
Joe Flacco should win it.
I 100% agree.
Joe Flacco should win it, but he will not.
Right.
Because of whatever society we found ourselves in.
Yes.
No disrespect to DeMar Hamlin. I'm glad that he survived.
Absolutely. Everybody is glad that he survived.
I'm very glad that he was able to come back and play the 3 games that he played.
Yes.
Joe Flacco might be in the AFC Championship. Leading his team into the AFC Championship.
That fool came off the couch throwing 300 plus.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to make no jokes about DeMar Hamlin.
No, I mean, there's nothing.
I don't think he's deserving of a comeback player of the year.
Yes.
Because honestly, you weren't able to play
like that award would state.
There were situations where he didn't dress and he wasn't injured.
Yes.
There were situations where he was dressed and he barely played.
Yes.
Joe Flacco has been putting it on the line.
Yeah.
You know?
When it comes to football, yes, DeMar Hamlin,
he will win it.
He will win it. But when it comes to football, if we're talking about solely football play, because this is a football comeback player award, Joe Flacco should be a no-brainer. You know what I mean?
Should be a no-brainer.
Now, with DeMar Hamlin's situation, I feel like, that's going to be that last part of that shine. Like, all right, we're going to give him that comeback player of the year because he did come back.
Bold prediction?
What?
I don't think we'll see DeMar Hamlin after this year.
I don't think so either. I mean,
and I hate to say it because he was a good player.
Yeah,
he wasn't a star player in Buffalo. He was a good.
But he was a good DB.
Solid
player.
He was a good DB in that defense.
Yeah,
and I don't. It
ain't there no more.
It ain't, and I'm just so glad that he survived, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would hate to witness something like that. I hate to witness what we saw.
Yes,
and for it to be worse than what we witnessed. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I would hate for that to happen. I love this game too much.
Mm-hmm.
I know he has a passion for it because he's extended the level of play way beyond what I've been able to reach.
Right.
He's accomplished my goal.
Right.
So the last thing I'm going to do is
dog
him. You know what I'm saying? But I don't believe that he should. I don't believe he's deserving of the comeback player of the year. Same. I feel like you got your life back. So
yes.
do something with it.
And on that note, with him, having a chance to still live to fight another day, in the words of Pops.
Mm-hmm. Rest in peace, John Witherspoon.
Man, really, after this season, what else do you need to do in football? I mean, at this point, is a championship, does a chasing a ring really matter after you done had your life snatched from you and you came back? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You kind of put things in different perspectives.
Exactly.
From a game to but when we talking about comeback player of the year award,
I think that's been
agree.
like the word of my 30s perspective.
Yeah, perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say.
What the Snickers commercial say, life come at you fast. Hey, bro.
Real fast.
Boy.
Real fast. One day you wake up and you won. Next day you wake up and you, hey, son.
Next thing you wake up and they telling you that you collapsed on the field.
Like, it's crazy.
You know what? I was talking to my brother about this. I can only imagine how that conversation went when he first came to.
Yeah.
And hearing what happened to him. I think if I was in this situation, I wouldn't want to see the tape.
Nah.
I hate rewatching injuries.
I think I would probably want to see.
I wouldn't want to see the tape.
I would want to see.
I wouldn't want to see
me.
it,
I would want to see.
I think coming out of that immediately,
right away, no.
It's gonna take me some time to want to see it. If hearing what just happened, because I've seen films where I've been injured. Well, I've never had no crazy injuries, but when you see somebody roll their ankle or knee hyperextension, you don't want to keep rewatching that.
Right.
I'd rather just see it live in real time and not have to watch it again. But instant replay for these shows, they want to just keep showing it. I don't want to keep seeing that. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I watched him collapse on the field once. I seen a basketball player collapse. I forget his name. College athlete made a bucket as he's going to the other half of the court, collapsed on the field, and he actually passed away. I'll look that up and tell you exactly who that was. It was a long time ago. We was little kids.
Yeah.
But that's some sick stuff to watch. So
yeah,
me personally, I just couldn't go back and watch it if I was DeMar Hamlin. So
I feel you.
I hate to get all sidetracked with that conversation, but
no,
it's
you're
my
good.
podcast too.
You good, bro. You good. So, real quick, on the fantasy football champion, he had a few words, right?
Yeah, man. Shout out to Josh, man. Josh came out and did his thing. Josh is Josh is actually the first person from the Dawg Pound to participate with our podcast. Mm-hmm. He's a weekly listener, and he also has a message for us, and we're going to play that for you guys right now.
Hey, shout out to Young Marv, and shout out to him for putting this Gonzolant League together, fantasy football league. It was elimination every 2 weeks. It was fun as hell. This was the best league I've been in. You know what I'm saying? I've only been doing fantasy for 2 years. Shout out to all my brothers that competed with us this whole season. Everybody battled their ass off, you know what I'm saying? I was fortunate enough to make it to the top. come out as top dog. I really can't complain about the league. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think more people should try this type of guys in the league with the elimination every 2 weeks, or if you add more people, people get eliminated once per week. Nonetheless, it was fun as hell. It was a great season. Like I said, Marv, keep doing your thing, big dog. Appreciate you.
All right, thank you, Josh. And again, man, congratulations on winning. It kind of broke my heart a little bit to send you that money because I kind of wanted to flip it. I did flip it earlier. I ain't gonna tell nobody else.
I ain't gonna tell nobody else.
I ain't gonna tell nobody else.
It's on recording, but I ain't gonna tell nobody else.
I flipped that.
I ain't gonna tell nobody
else. Oh yeah, but it hurt my heart to send Josh that money. But Josh was one of those people who he attacked the waiver wire first thing in the morning, mainly because he worked early in the morning.
Right.
But he was on it, bro, like every single day. So like, whenever we didn't get our bids, it didn't matter to him because he already up at 4:00 in the morning. Boom, boom, got him.
He was like, yeah, I got him already.
Bro, I wish I could read off the roster. I'm not going to do it, but his roster in the championship.
Next year we
you'd have looked at this roster and said, was it only 2 people in this league?
Next year we definitely making it a dog pound thing. I didn't participate this year, but I am absolutely going to participate.
It was last minute because when I found out about the league, the very next day we did the draft. The day after that, the season started.
Right.
But if we do it next year, we're either going to do it with 10 people.
Or 18.
If we do it with 10 people, every other week somebody got to go.
Yeah.
If we do it with 18 people, every week somebody gone.
Yeah.
So it's either 10 or 18, no gray area.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah, so I'm willing to do that.
Well, let's get it. NFL review for the weekend. Want to give out just a little quick information before we get up out of here. Cleveland Browns versus the Houston Texans. That's going to be the first game. That is Saturday. That is this Saturday at 1:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Right now, Houston Texans are plus 2.5. What do you think about that game?
Texans money line.
Ooh.
I've been thinking about it all week.
Texas money line? Texas money line?
Texas money line.
Okay. I'm not even going to be mad at that.
Yeah,
I'm going to put them on my teaser for sure.
I'm going to be honest. I was going to say that. Just tease it.
I'm going to tease. You know I'm going to tease something.
Yeah. Go tease your wife.
Yeah, I'm definitely doing that. But Texans money line. That's your pick. No, you said it. I like it. I'm not even going to be mad at that.
I'm on the fence. But since I'm on the fence with that dog.
Okay, I like that. That's a bold prediction right there. And it's plus 2.5.
It's a bold prediction.
Technically, they are at home, so they have the home field advantage. I'm gonna say the Browns. Give me the points.
Browns will win by 3?
Give me the points. Give me the 3.
I'm praying for a close game.
I want to see a really good game.
Yeah, I want to see. I hope all these games are close except the Cowboys.
Absolutely. That can blow them out right now, like right away.
Looking at everything, I don't think all the games will be close, but we'll get into it as we progress.
Yes. And for those that don't know or don't follow these teams, the NFL was definitely on some stuff writing these scripts this weekend.
Which is crazy, bro.
You got the Browns, which would have had Deshaun Watson going to the Texans. I remembered it. You got Tyreek going back to Kansas City. You got Buffalo playing the Bills. I can't recall
Buffalo playing the Steelers.
Buffalo playing the Steelers. Look, yeah, I'm reading it. I don't recall if there was anything that tied them together. But then you got Dallas going back, or Green Bay going to Dallas, which is Green Bay going to play their old coach.
Not only that, the catch is always gonna be in the back of my head.
Always. That's always there. And then you got LA with Detroit. So you have
Matthew Stafford going back to Detroit.
You got the traded quarterbacks.
Because where is it at? In Detroit?
No, yeah.
Yeah, it's Matthew Stafford going back to Detroit.
Matthew Stafford going back to Detroit. And Jared Goff playing
LA.
You know
the team he took to the Super Bowl and lost with.
Yeah, and then you got the Eagles and Tampa. I don't. I just said it like it was just, but I don't think nothing ties them together. So you said Houston money line. I like
you got
Cleveland.
two Oklahoma quarterbacks who are both transfers from other schools.
That's it. There you go. That's the tie. That's the tie for them.
There was something else, but let's get into it because I don't want to jump ahead of the schedule.
Okay. So Texans.
I like Texans. I'm betting Texans.
Okay.
I might
Miami
bet Browns on another ticket though.
Miami Dolphins versus Kansas City.
Kansas City to cover the 4.5.
You like Kansas City to cover the 4.5?
To cover the 4.5.
Why do you like Kansas City to cover the 4.5?
Miami, with the exception of Dallas, Miami couldn't beat nobody with a above 500 record. I don't see Miami going to Kansas City and playing in that cold. Coming from Miami,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? They're still hurt. Granted, Waddle is still playing. I don't know about Mostert,
I'm sure he will.
but either way, they're going to the cold. You saw how they performed in Buffalo. Kansas City might be a little bit colder.
Yeah.
So I don't see them going out there and having success with the history that they have with good teams. Not saying that Kansas City is what they used to be. Kansas City is a dog in the playoffs. Kansas City has found ways to win games this season that they probably shouldn't have won. And they lost games that they should have been blowing folks out too. You got to keep that in mind as well. But I can trust Patrick Mahomes to, not just Patrick Mahomes, I can trust Kansas City to put a game plan together well enough to shut them down again
Okay.
in their territory, in their weather conditions, and walk out with a victory. I should have put a shirt and tie on and went to Fox with that one.
I was just about to say, boy, what you go to the football law school?
I've been thinking about this all day.
Like, this is what I'm saying.
I've been ready to record this
and you
episode.
know what? All of that said, you might have just swayed my decision because low key I was like, give me, and I might still take Dolphins at +3. I mean, plus 4.5. However, you're talking about a team that with the Super Bowl champ. You're talking about a warm weather team that played a lot of games at home this year, going to the cold. I was thinking about it today.
You got a pass rush that can get to the quarterback.
Right? I was outside. I walked to work, and I got out this morning, 5 a.m. It was 27 degrees still, and my hands was freezing.
Yeah.
And I was like,
imagine catching
I
a
literally
football in
thought
this.
about that. I was like, man, if you catch a ball, pause in this football, like, bro, that's probably how a lot of those wide receivers' hands got crazy looking.
Yeah.
From just them darts in that time of the year.
They wasn't playing with gloves.
Man.
They was using tape.
That sucks.
Athletic tape and dirt.
You know what? I'm gonna think about that. But I do like now that you say that, I might have to go with you on that one, bro.
I like Kansas City to cover the 4.5.
I like the money line for sure. So I'm gonna definitely put that on my teaser. Give me that. Now, Steelers versus Buffalo. Buffalo is -10. This is a Sunday game. This starts the Sunday game. That's a 10 a.m. game, Pacific Standard Time.
That 10 points is disrespectful.
It is disrespectful.
God, dog. I didn't know it was
for
10.
a playoff game.
But you got to keep in mind, though, now remember, about 4 years ago, I was big on Mason Rudolph.
Yes.
So we found out he was racist.
Yeah.
And then, but then again, he's been playing well the past few weeks.
Yes.
However, that I don't think what he's been putting on paper or putting on tape is going to be enough to get past this hot Bills team right now. Ever since they got rid of their offensive coordinator, Josh Allen has been hot. He's still been a turnover machine, but it's putting up numbers.
Okay.
He's playing how Jameis Winston was playing in Tampa Bay.
Minus the interceptions.
No,
with the interceptions. Yeah. Because
he was putting up as many touchdowns as his interceptions. As you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he was making it work.
And Josh Allen been doing the same.
We'll get to Jameis Winston a little later though.
Josh Allen been doing the same.
But for some reason, Josh Allen has been making it work the past few weeks.
You know what it is? Josh Allen makes a difference when it comes to I just need this first down. Jameis Winston can't run, bro. He wasn't fast.
Hell no, he can't run.
But Josh Allen has this, which is probably why so many people talk about like Josh Allen and put him in top 3 because he has this instinct to take over a game when he needs to, and it
I
can
think he doing more than he should.
and that's what I was just about to say. I feel like sometimes that comes to bite him in the butt. Sometimes
Can remind you of anybody?
Brett Favre.
I knew it. I knew you were gonna say it too.
I mean,
Brett Favre wasn't going. Actually, yes, he was.
yeah,
Brett Favre was gonna run that thing too.
yeah. So I would say, yeah. I mean, he ended up with one ring. I don't know if Josh Allen might see one. You know what I mean? However,
I don't
with
think
this
Josh Allen
weekend,
gonna see one ever.
with this weekend, that -10 is mighty disrespectful. But the Bills at home,
Coverable.
no T.J. Watt,
Coverable.
a hot Bills team right now.
Coverable.
Absolutely. Give me that on the teaser though, for sure.
Give me the -10 on the straight bet.
Give me that on the teaser though, for sure.
I'll take it on a straight bet, not a parlay.
I might do that too. You know how I do. I like it.
Yeah, you got it. You probably already bet it.
Oh man. Let's see who else we was talking about. Green Bay to Dallas, -7.5.
I see us covering the 7.5.
Okay.
No disrespect to the Packers. They have been royally kicking our asses over the past decade or so. Mm-hmm. When Aaron Rodgers, he just had our number.
Yeah.
It's a new day. Jordan Love ain't no coward. Jordan Love is a dog now. Mm-hmm. He's becoming himself. Those wide receivers are kind of meshing together, but I don't think it's going to be enough to surpass us in the playoffs.
Okay.
It's going to be a new day for these Packer fans. Expect the L.
Okay.
Take it with grace.
Okay.
All right. When I call you, answer the phone so I can gloat.
You better.
Yeah, Chops, I'm speaking to you.
Yeah.
LeGarry, I'm speaking to you.
We know a few Cowboys.
As a matter of fact, Chops, tell your
Packers.
kids, I'm going to call them separately. Let me tell you what these little girls did.
What?
These little girls DM'd me voice notes. They have Instagrams now. Mm-hmm. And they, Packers gonna beat y'all, Packers gonna beat y'all, Cowboys suck. About 20 of them each. Oh, I can't wait. And they think they're getting Christmas gifts this year? No.
Take this L and no Christmas
I'm gonna
gifts.
I'm gonna get them a gift. I'm gonna get them like a little plaque, and I'm gonna get those voice notes, and I'm gonna get them on that plaque so I can just play. This y'all gift. Y'all listen to that.
Throw a
till
little
next
lump
Christmas.
of coal on there too.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah. Throw a little lump of coal. But I would say Cowboys -7.5. I do feel like at the end of the day, we're at home. That's where we've been playing best this season, is at home. And we have a lot to play for. I feel like they're going to be locked in.
Is he good to go?
That's a great
I
question.
think they said he's just gonna put the shoulder back in and go out there and play.
He ain't really got no other choice. I mean, he trying to play for a chip too. So, and he been playing.
If anything, that would be the only thing that would worry me, but like not so much because our D line go crazy at the crib.
Absolutely.
So
They said he expects to play. So with the harness on.
another thing that would worry me
Mm-hmm.
is Aaron Jones being back. But I think we can kind of maneuver around that.
I feel like Aaron Jones ain't been the Aaron Jones that we've seen in the
He
past.
hasn't. In the past couple of weeks, he has. However,
But
you coming to Dallas now?
Yeah.
You coming to Dallas, big boy?
So I like that on the teaser too. You know,
I like him to cover the 7.5.
But I'm rolling that way. I'm gonna roll with it that way.
Actually, I'm gonna buy it down to 6.5. I'm not gonna play around with y'all.
Okay. And then we got the Rams versus Detroit at Detroit, -3 Detroit. I'm gonna give mine first.
Yeah, you go ahead.
I like the Rams.
I like the Rams too.
They also are a hot team
To win.
Yeah, that's gonna be my dog of the week. You gave the Texans. Give me the Rams money line.
Rams money line.
Give me the Rams money line.
That's my pick.
That's my dog for this week.
And I've been saying for weeks,
Yeah.
if y'all mess around and let these Rams get into the playoffs, somebody's feelings about to get hurt.
Absolutely.
The Lions just lost Sam Laporta.
That's a big blow to
Their
their
running
offense.
game isn't the running game that we expected it to be with Montgomery and come on now, your boy from Alabama,
Who we talking about?
Gibbs.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Detroit. Okay,
it's a good running game. Don't
Yeah.
get me wrong. That's not gonna carry y'all through the playoffs.
Okay.
They had a great season. It's gonna end this weekend.
And you know what? Do you think is it going to be that Detroit, like, I can't get over my get over the hump type of weekend?
No, I just think they're gonna get outplayed.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not really superstitious like that.
Right.
Because again, that's just taken away from the excellence that Detroit's shown us all year.
Right.
They played great against us. It just so happened that they tried to trick the referee and trick themselves. That's the only reason why we really won that ball game.
Yeah, because we really should have.
We should have lost that ball game.
Absolutely.
Honestly, you know what? I take that back. We could have lost that ball game.
Yeah, we could have lost.
I'm not going to say we should have. Because if I'm Dan, what's his name? If I'm the head coach, I'm not going for 2-3 times in a row.
At all.
I'm kicking it. We're going to overtime. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because they marched. They never marched on us like that before. They marched on us at the end of that ball game.
Yeah, I'm definitely going.
If I'm him, I'm going for the field goal. I'm taking the extra point. We'll go to overtime.
And now you got to beat me that way.
Now you have to beat me this way. But
I'm going with the Rams.
I'm going with the Rams. I'm taking them +3.
Okay.
Taking the money line.
Okay.
I'm going to take Kyron Williams to give me a touchdown.
Okay.
I might take Puka Nacua to get one as well.
To be real with you, Detroit's defensive line.
Dogs.
They are dogs. However, they do give up yards in the running
game. They're going to give up them draws.
I can see him with about 100+.
Maybe 2 tutties.
Yeah, I can see that because you're not going to always
you mean
throw
Kyron Williams?
Kyron Williams.
You can see Kyron Williams with 2 touchdowns.
Yes.
I can as well.
I can see him with 100 yards.
Him as in Kyron Williams.
Kyron Williams. That's what we talking about.
I'm just saying that in case we got to make it real, bro.
But we on this. We didn't look. That's what we talking. Look what you talking about.
Because if you talk about him, I'm him. You say their name, I'm him.
Shut up, man. But yeah, I can see that. I can see that. And then you got the Eagles on Monday with Tampa Bay.
How do you see that game playing out?
I don't know. The Eagles are in the space where you got A.J. Brown that got hurt. You got Jalen Hurts that's hurt. And
he dislocated his finger.
Yeah.
Throwing in?
I think it's the other hand.
Okay.
But I feel like it's something more going on in that locker room because there's no way that y'all just all season.
There's no way you go 10-1 and then in the last 6 games you go 1-6.
Yeah, and I mean all season you've been hearing rumbles with AJ Brown.
Competition got better at the end of the schedule though.
It did because we also talked about their strength of schedule, which they had one of the easier ones
last year.
This year too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it got tough at the end. It got tough for us at the end too.
Absolutely. But I don't know, man. Like, I feel like Mike Evans is going to show out. Yeah. Give me a Mike Evans touchdown.
Give me a Mike Evans
because
touchdown.
Philly's defense.
Give me a Chris Godwin touchdown.
Give me a Chris Godwin touchdown.
Because anytime Mike don't give me that touchdown I'm looking for, because Chris got it.
So, with that being said, I could see the running back White. I could see him.
Rashid White.
I don't know if it's Rashid or Rashad.
I think it's Rashid.
Okay.
And
that's why I said White. That's why I said White.
Call him White.
The running back White?
Yeah.
I can
Not the
see
white
him,
running back.
I can see him going off as well. Give me 80 yards. I can see him giving me 80 yards.
That's big.
He's going to have to. You know what I mean? They're going to have to take that because the Eagles are going to pressure Baker Mayfield and try to make him win the game with his arm. And if you do pressure Baker Mayfield and force him to win the game, you're either asking him to do some amazing things or you're going to see him do what he do, try to do too much.
We haven't been able to say that about him this year.
Not this year, but we talking playoffs. You talking one game.
Who having a more consistent year, Baker or Jalen Hurts?
Throwing the ball.
Who having a more consistent year as a quarterback?
I would say
you're gonna have to say Baker.
I would say Baker.
I think Jalen started off hot.
He did, and I feel like what they missing too is on that offensive side, the offensive coordinator leaving last year because he was able to make sure that all his dogs is eating. You got your running backs eating. You got your wide receivers eating.
They blaming a lot of them coordinators leaving. I was like, you can't do that.
They can't.
You still got to get on this field and play ball.
You still got your whole team.
You still got to get on this field and play ball.
You still got the same team with additional picks, like a Jalen Carter, who is a defensive rookie of the year candidate. So it's like there's no excuse on
And
that.
that's
man.
still crazy to me, but
Yeah.
we'll talk about that later.
Yeah. So I'm in the air on that game. I don't know if I even touch that game simply because it's a Monday game. I'd rather not.
If I do, I'm taking the Bucks +3.
I would take them on a teaser.
I actually might buy it up to maybe 5.
Okay. I like that. But I'll take the Bucks
5.5.
teaser. So
Yeah,
quick.
5.5 sound good.
real quick. Last week, the Saints absolutely destroyed the Falcons.
Demolished.
Which is their rival. Which is their rival. Which is their rival. It's their rival. So, you got to see me twice a year. Have my players go switch teams really often. 41. They decided to kneel the ball at the goal line after I think Matthew got his interception
and went to the 1.
So, offense goes out to the field, and they go in the victory formation. Who gets the ball? Who runs the ball in?
Jamal Williams.
Jamal Williams.
Didn't score a touchdown all year.
All year. Last year had 15.
17.
17. Take that back. Thank you. What are your thoughts on that? More so, what did Jameis Winston say?
Before I answer your
What did
question,
Jameis Winston
before
say?
I answer your question, let's play the interview.
Okay.
Let's play this James.
Just a
Winston
little
interview.
snippet.
Just a little snippet.
Okay, for
Here
sure.
it goes.
Do you think we regret that?
Well, you do have to play these guys twice a year. That's all I'm saying.
We already played them twice.
I know, but I'm talking about the future. Somebody's got to play these guys twice a year. That's all.
How do you feel about it? Tell me how you feel about it.
Not good,
Why don't you feel good about it?
because you got to play these guys twice a year.
But what about it makes you not feel good about it?
I just don't. The head coach tells you to kneel it out. You're asking my opinion?
Yes.
I think you should have kneeled it out.
Okay. Well,
I'm just telling you as respectfully as I can. You answer my question as respectfully as you could, and I'm telling you as respectfully as I can that I respectfully disagree with you. That's all.
you disagree with me or the entire team?
Whoever made that decision.
Okay. So you disagree with the entire team. So thank you.
No, I'm just being honest and respectful.
And that's what I'm attempting.
With that being said,
Okay. Let's talk about it.
wait,
real
what's your
quick.
question to me, or can I just give my opinion?
What
on
is your opinion? Which is my question. Do you think, just like everybody else has been asking, like they've been dogging Jameis because they went for it? What's your thoughts on that? You go
Okay.
for it or you don't?
So let me tell you my thought process about the whole thing, because I didn't watch that game because
Okay.
I had no reason to.
Right. I watched some
So
of it.
when you reached out to me, keep in mind I was at my niece's birthday party, so after the Cowboys game,
You was
nothing
there.
mattered.
Yeah, absolutely.
So when you reached out to me, you showed me how they scored at the end of the game, and you hit a ticket.
No, they going to overtime, and that's what I need. I need 3 more points.
So the Saints scored at the end of the game when it was very unnecessary. They were already up 42, whatever the 10.
Yes.
So they were already up 42-10 or whatever
40,
the score was.
40 to 10.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And it was an unnecessary
Or 34,
unnecessary
something like
touchdown. I see the coach walking over, cussing out the other coach. Oh, you gonna do me like that? That's BS. Blah blah blah. My initial response to you was, you should have stopped them. It's football. I had no idea that they did it from the victory formation.
Okay.
That changes everything.
Okay.
And when you see a team line up in victory formation as a defensive lineman, Chubbs, what's your instinct? What you gonna do?
If we talking about
You're
the
not
end of
really
the
finna
game,
get down in the 3-point stance and go full speed.
Nah.
Because they're
Realistically, no.
because they're finna stop beating up on you. They're supposed to take it easy on you. Instead, you tricked them in the victory formation and ran a dive. I've never in my life seen nothing like that before. I've never seen that before. So with that being said, for this backup quarterback to undermine his head coach and to say, okay, I know that you said we're gonna take a knee, but we finna do this.
And he said the team, his offensive team agreed.
Which is crazy that this team is going to rally around this second string quarterback and not listen to their head coach. If I'm the owner of this team, the head coach gone.
Yeah.
The backup quarterback gone. I'm proving the point right now because if I'm paying y'all to listen to this coach, you're not finna just deliberately say no. We not finna listen to you and run this play.
Okay.
Not only was that disrespectful, it was very unsportsmanlike as a competitor myself, and I just feel like Jameis Winston is like really just digging his own grave because so many people want him to be great, but he won't show you greatness. He won't show you maturity. The only thing that we can really look at Jameis Winston right now is these funny ass interviews that he keep giving us for some reason.
Now
he's the most interviewed backup quarterback I've ever seen in my life
because he's funny.
Because he's hilarious.
I'm gonna say on that end.
But yeah, go ahead, bro. I think I said all I need to say on that.
On that end, unsportsmanlike, yes,
very much
right?
so.
Yeah. When you play in a game, you go in victory formation. You're not expecting. However, there are
taking
players.
The foot off the gas.
There are players that still put their foot in the ground and like, I'm about to do something.
Not when you down 30 with a second left.
It's some of them that just they up there. They're like, I got in the game. I'm going hard. You know what I'm saying? Now,
victory formation.
Would I do that in victory formation? No.
Had they lined up in the power eye, yeah, you better stop them from scoring.
Yeah, absolutely. However, I feel like I'm on the fence with that one. Only because
pick a side, Chubbs.
If I'm gonna pick a side, let my boy get this touchdown. I don't even care at this point.
Line up in the power eye.
Hey, line up in the power eye with a coach. This is the thing. The coach said, "Nah, we ain't gonna do it." Like you said, he undermined the coach. The coach got to be gone anyway.
The coach needs to be
gone.
gone.
There's no reason.
You can't even control your team.
There's no reason that if your guys on the sideline said, "Hey, let's go for it,"
the backup quarterback.
Let's give but you have to know that there had to be a conversation, really quick conversation. Let's go for it. Let's get him a touchdown.
Honestly, that play call goes into one person. There's one person that's mic'd up on that field at all times.
No, yes, of course, a quarterback.
That's the person that's giving them the play.
That's what I'm saying. On the sideline, when they got the interception, before they said, "Let's go in victory formation," you got to know that they got timeouts. You got to know that there's guys on there like,
if we're keeping it a buck, this not college.
No.
This is the NFL. So that's like an unwritten rule.
Bro, at this point, anything goes, man. Like, go ahead and
I'm not accepting that from you.
No.
In college I'll take that
not
from you.
Anything goes as far as like NFL, that. What I'm saying is this should bring more urgency to be ready. Because I guarantee you, man, as a bettor, I'm so happy he did that. If it was
if you bet
something
the over.
that if I need yes.
Yeah, I get that.
And it's so many games that you see guys give up, that's why I said I'm on the fence. Because I see it from
Did you have the over?
I didn't have nothing on that game.
All right, then. So give me your point of view from somebody who didn't have nothing on that game.
I wouldn't go from the victory formation, but I'm gonna go for it.
I would knock nobody for going for that.
I'm gonna go for it
from an offensive formation, not the victory formation.
And I think the victory formation probably is what makes it so much worse. But
that's the only reason why it's a conversation.
Even if they would have still, I feel like even if they would have went from just a regular I formation, it still would have been a conversation. I
don't think so
because you running it up on me.
I don't think so.
That's a lot of people's like that's an unwritten rule. Don't run it up on me, man. Stop me.
No, if I line up in the formation like I'm gonna run it or pass, stop me. But if I'm lining up I'm about to take a knee, and then I go for it. Yeah, I'm tripping with you, bro. Yeah, if I'm the other coach, I'm tripping with you.
Yeah, we fighting a little bit.
And I know I'm about to get fired. I might steal on your ass.
Yeah, I mean, but that's it, man. You got anything for the people?
No, man. I'm gonna just say, make sure y'all signing up for the Patreon. Now is probably the best time ever. Yeah. To do so, because you're gonna get more, like you said earlier, more attention to detail. The picks that we'll give out, we'll have more reasons than we gave out on the show today, and sometimes the picks might be different than what we gave out on the show today. Yeah. Because again, today is Wednesday. Absolutely. Games are Saturday and Sunday this week. Our mind might change. Yep. But like I always say, unless you got something else, I ain't got nothing. Like, subscribe, comment. Tell a friend. Tell 10. Tell 10. Tell 20. Tell 20. We getting that dog money. Y'all be blessed. Oh, you don't smell that
I
grass.
don't smell the grass no more, man.
Drew Sheisty, you got something?
I don't smell that grass no more, man.
Hey, thanks for tuning in, everybody, man. Good luck this weekend.
Grass
get your
gone,
money,
man.
get that dog money, and let us know if you got it.
Grass gone.
Okay, weekend.
Happy Martin Luther King Day weekend.
And I'm about to go have me a dream because I'm tired.
Peace.
What y'all over there listening to? Good episode.
We face the difficulties of today and tomorrow. I still have a dream. It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream.